Welcome to JJ with Joy. I finished this, guys, my Halloween Ephemera Eating Journal. And so I am here to share it with you. Oh my goodness. What a chore. What a chore. What a chore. The way I started out making this journal, you can see the whole series. It's all on my YouTube. But you just sew like 4 double pages of fabric together. And that's the way you begin. And so here's my spine, and then you just sew down the middle. And you can sew 2 if you want. And these always end up being a little chunky, and that's all right. Anyway, so I used a lot of Tim Holtz products in this time, but I also used other people. You know, I had to end up buying more ephemera because I couldn't find enough. So I added an acetate page over this lady here. This is the frame. It says her eyes were dark. They kind of look dark, don't they? October 31st, little stitching. This is just some, I think, baby's breath. I'm not sure. We have little a bit of, is this called mummy cloth? I don't know. And we have Wicked, a little bit of shiny, stuff behind, some paper I had from a long time ago, and then a spider on a button, tying down the edges. We have all the yummy little fabric in there. I just added layers. This is, maybe that's mummy cloth. I don't know. You guys, I don't know. Anyway, let's get more into it. Doily on the edge. I like the orange and black, of course, for the Halloween. This is one of the new transparencies. I did cut a hole. There's a hole in the fabric, so you can cut a hole in the fabric, and then I sewed around the hole so it sturdied it up so it didn't rip any further. And then I added a couple pieces of ephemera in there, and this one goes in the back, and then there's a little lip here for this one as well. So I have parchment paper on the back of this so it doesn't go in quite as smoothly. There it is, but it does go in pretty easy. So this is that Tim Holtz's new, I don't know the name of it, glitter paper. The glitter's built into the thing. So different, I hand stitched quite a bit in this journal. I love doing the hand stitching. Then I used some wire and I rolled it around the edge. She kind of looked like she was curious about this whole situation here. Didn't have enough on it, so I put the little 13 on it. Did some, I always try to put them standing on something. So stitching, more stitching. Let's flip the page. Then we have just different, this is the Tim Holtz tape. This is backdrops. This is from a different kit, and I think this is as well. And I had to go buy another kit at the store, so went to Joann's and found this pad. If you're interested in the pad, let me show you what it is, just so in case you're interested. If I can get it out. Here it is. It's a Park Lane foil, and it does have some pretty cool looking things there. So anyway, I'm kind of late getting on the little train here with the rag rugs. I'll get it out of my mouth, and I saved the edge off of this rag rug because I just think that looks so scrumptious and yummy. So I cut part of that apart and opened it up, and then I put some of these down here, which I think look pretty cool. Everything's falling. You try to clean your desk off and then things just fall. So it says I'd turn back if I were you. And I did use a little glossy accents on that, so that made it look a little bit better. Here's a little piece of ephemera there. Now, I cut out a hole out of this piece of paper, and I put the for external use. This part is Tim Holtz, but this is not. It's that paper pad. And there is a little scary guy on there with some bones, because we have all kinds of bones. And I thought this was funny because it's physician and surgeon. So, we're looking at all the bones. But that just slips in there. And then she quickly digs with her skeleton fingers. Look at them skeleton fingers. And watching and waiting, she did not belong in this place. I think this is a little boring, but I don't know what to do to it. If you have an idea, I'm open to it. Just let me know. I have a moth up there. I have this little Tim Holtz ephemera piece coming out, and then I just stitched and glued that all around. On this page, I added, this is part of my dad's shirt. He's deceased now, but I still had one of his shirts I had made something out of, so I had that little piece with the buttons on it. I thought it was cute. This is Tim Holtz. This is, I think, Teresa Cates's kit that she made. And just these pieces are, I have this weird button, and I thought, when on this earth am I ever going to use that? So I stuck it in there. Now on this page, I had a little empty spot here, so I did go ahead and use some more of those strings from that rag rug. And she looks kind of creepy there. So I added bubbling and churning, because she looks like she's doing her thing here. And then I'm walking in the graveyard now. Confectioner, she's a confectioner there. So I thought that was kind of cute. I think this is Junk with Steph, perhaps. I'm not sure. Little doily down here. Got a button hanging off. I did some loopity-loop there. Different fabrics around. There's a Tim Holtz piece. There's so much to look at on these journals. Seriously. And I call them ephemera eating journals because you think that you got enough ephemera and you don't. You have to keep adding and keep adding. Like this, I just added this. There is this. This is a Junk with Steph, I'm pretty sure. And this is an old kit that I had. And I just took some ribbon and added this as a tip-in. And I had that fabric there, or fabric. That's not fabric, it's paper. I thought it was kind of cool. So we have October 31st, eat, drink, and be scary. And then we have Witch's Brew. And I added the big old bug. Now, people ask me where I got the bug. I think it came from Dollar Tree last year, but I'm not sure. I just like the bug. And this is the new Tim Holtz Halloween series with, and I can't remember what these things are called, but they're where they're all lined up nice and pretty. I love that picture. Isn't it cute? I don't know. Anyway, this is my dad's shirt and it had a buttonhole. So I took the button off so I could put a ribbon through it. So this would go in a little bit easier. And let's see. I had little ribbon tie-offs here and there. This one up here. That was just I don't know what that is. Sorry, don't know. I did make, when I was out of town, I did make a little quilty thing with hand stitching all over. And so I thought, well, I'm just going to add that in there. It kind of, the colors go together. So why not? There's a transparent moth there. It layered up here. More layering here. This comes out. And so a little bit of writing space in here, but not a whole bunch. It's more of a pretty one. Just to kind of get you going, watching. Good morning. I like that. That's from that Joanne paper pad. And I think this one's Junk with Steph. This is from that paper pad. It helps when you put it in straight. Sure does. Yep. Little flippy flip. A lady I swim with gave me this very, very vintage piece of, well, here I can show you what it looks like. It is so ragged. Oh my goodness. Look at this thing. How raggedy this is. Well, I cut off a little square like this to make it into this. And she also gave me some blingy stuff, these little blingy things for what we usually use on boho stuff, but I thought it kind of went with this journal as well. Now, I didn't have enough room when I was going to glue the pocket down. Well, I'd already made this, the dead hour of the night, and this part's Tim Holtz. And this is Teresa, I think. And on the back, I put farewell, and I drew bones on it. But since I had sewed around this, it wasn't going to fit in here. So I did go ahead and I added long stitches and left this side open. You can see it's open here. So that way I allowed enough room for this to fit in there. And you can't really see it because this fabric over here kind of hides it a little bit. But anyway, I will never leave you. A little piece of fabric there. This is Tim Holtz. This is just different layers of, many different layers of fabric. Lots of fun. Oh my gosh. I love these journals. I really do. They're a lot of fun. This was the part that came off of that top of the rag rug. This here is Teresa's. Penny Red, she does these on, oh, yeah, okay. She had made these and I bought some from her. And I thought, when am I going to use these? I'm never going to use these. So I decided to put one in here. And it is just a little, that's a rusty pin on there. It's a little notebook, just a plain little notebook with a little gray thing on it. So we're going to stick that back on there. Inside there, I have some of the Tim Holtz, that's Holtz stuff there. That just sticks in there. Now the last page, there's a little pumpkin I got from somewhere, some ribbon. I think it was given to me. I think Claudine maybe gave me that. But I put this as the banner. I just turned it upside down to make it a tuck spot. And a lot of this is Tim Holtz-y stuff. I did kind of try to work him through. I was running out of his stuff. And I didn't want to have it all. I was working front to back and I thought I better not do that because if I do, I may run into issues later. So I added some ribbons on there, just many paper layers on this one down here. And, I just love the hand stitching. And then I just kind of left it plain back here somewhat. This is German paper tape here that I had bought off of Etsy. There's a little pin stuck in there. This has a paper with a pin through it and a button on that. And that's it. A little bit of ribbon. Oh my gosh, there's a button here. More hand stitching. Lots of fun. I mean, look how yummy that is, y'all. Oh, I love it. I love it. Anyway, thank you for being here. I really appreciate it. If you like what you see, give me a thumbs up. Share this if you would like to. I would love to get more subscribers. If you are not and would like to see more from me, please give me a subscription and we'll, choose all. You'll get to see everything I do. And I'm kind of into these journals right now, these Ephemera Eating Journals, so that's what we're doing. Anyway, until next time, remember your day is full of choices, so choose joy. Have a great day, guys.